one, aka Indigo Sky, aka Trigger, ranking the Trigger Man himself. I'm back. The last live I got popped out of, I'm coming back, finish this video off, and keep going. Freestyle fanaticz, y'all already know. So, y'all know the rules. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, definitely hit the notification bell. If you like to donate to the channel, Cash App is in the description of this video. If you like to follow me on any other platforms, everything is at the top of the description at my top of my YouTube channel. With that being said, let's get this show on the road.
You are watching a master at work.
Okay. Um, we are reacting to the THPP network. We're finishing that video off. It's a video. It's some friction between Corey Holcomb and the lead attorney. I've been known by both of them for years. So.
Attorney on your show said that he's been practicing for 14 or 15 years, and that's good. I can tell you that I've been an attorney for close to 25 years, and I am intimately aware of the relationship and the responsibilities that we have as attorneys towards our clients. You keep disrespecting me, and the attorney on your show said that he's been practicing for 14 or 15 years, and that's good. I can tell you that I've been an attorney for close to 25 years, and I am intimately aware of the relationship and the responsibilities that we have as attorneys towards our clients.
That's true. The lead has been an attorney for a long time. And like a lot of folks on YouTube, the lead was actually a practicing attorney. I actually remember when he first came on the scene, people were trying to pull his background, and they actually found out that he was a practicing attorney. He is a practicing attorney. He did pass the bar. He did do everything. So, I mean, he's going to take this seriously. Just from the outside looking in, calling balls and strikes, a fan of both of them. He has to take it seriously. So we'll see his proof.
You keep disrespecting me, and you keep saying that I'm lying about you giving me permission to talk to your attorney. So we're going to see who's lying right now. For background, Corey, if I represent you as an attorney, I have ethical obligations towards you. If someone wants to interview me about you or your case, I can't just say yes willy-nilly without letting you know. In fact, I have to do a lot more than letting you know. I have to ask for your permission. And not only do I have to ask for your permission, but I have to explain to you the pros and the cons, and I have to make sure that you understand them, and then you have to give me informed consent. You have to consent that I give the interview to whoever wants to interview me. That's what we good attorneys do in fulfilling our obligations to our clients. You have to clear that interview, Corey. So you're upset with me because I said on the live stream that you had given me permission to talk to your attorney, that you had cleared that interview. So we're going to see right now whether you cleared it or not. And let me say, I have been on YouTube for about 5 years, and I don't think I have ever done this. I have
Y'all check out the lead attorney, man. But the channel we are watching is the THPP network.
Never gone back and showed receipts. I have never showed DMs because I haven't needed to. I'm not like some of these other YouTubers out here who just talk to talk. I take this very seriously. I take my reputation very seriously. And if you're up on your show calling me a liar, well, we're going to get to the bottom of it. Let me show you something right quick, Corey. Do you know who this gentleman is right here, Corey? This is your...
Okay, so this is serious because...
Got hit, even if you were not driving. You need to try this.
Because if you were in a car accident
when you're pulling DMs, when you're pulling information, when you're pulling receipts like this, it's because you absolutely are here to clear your name. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Attorney. After your live stream where you and him talked about the Christina Payne situation, I hit him up. I said, hey, can you come on my channel? Can I interview you? Because I'll be honest with you, Corey, between me and you, I think you're getting a raw deal out of this Christina Payne situation. Should you have mushed her?
So let's just stop right here for a second. And this is something that I really wish that Mr. Holcomb would pay attention to. And everybody, his fans, because listen, 5150 are the greatest fan base in the history of YouTube, in my opinion. They're going to riot with you. But at one point, even the 5150 fans have to say, listen, if you're calling someone a liar, you got to be sure. You got to be sure, because this man is a professional you're talking about. Besides any personal relationship anybody can have with him, I know a lot of attorneys They have a poor
Hey, hit me up
reputation, these
on
liars on.
hit me up on Instagram. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram. That's your name? If that's your Instagram name, let's hit me up on there. I'll check you out. I'll check you out.
Already. So if you're able to navigate this space where people don't like you anyway, if you're able to navigate that space, you need to make sure that you keep your integrity intact. So when someone calls you a liar, when someone besmirches your integrity, and the fact that he said that he was giving him a tacit approval by not saying anything, you're turning someone who was on your side, who was defending you. I mean, I watched the live stream of his. He was literally defending Corey Holcomb. He was saying that Christina was, he basically said he thought she was lying in a lot of ways. You're turning him against you, and you have to have a good reason, because at one point you can't turn all your allies into enemies in this space, because it's just not a way to survive.
Her no. Should she have touched you or whatever she did to you, hit you? No. Everybody should keep their hands to themselves. The people trying to paint you out to be a woman beater for the
That nigga
Christina
slapped
So I feel like your attorney.
That nigga
Your
slapped
attorney
the
gets back
shit
to me.
out.
What does he say? Listen down here. He says, "Good day, counselor, and great hearing from you. Let me check with Corey and I will follow up with you." See, this is exactly what I was talking about. Good attorneys have to check with the clients. Your attorney can't just agree to be on my show without talking to you to appear on my show. He has to clear it with you. Also, let me say that your attorney can't clear this interview with Craig. He can't clear it with Darlene. Both of them are integral parts to your show. They're very important people, but your attorney represents you and you alone. So the only person that can give him permission to talk to me is you. So he says right here, he says, "Let me check with Corey and I will follow up with you." But Corey, what do you think he responds? What do you think he says to me? Let's scroll down and take a look. He says he's going to check with you, and then a day later, he says, "I am cleared to speak with you."
So, I mean, the assumption right here from the lead is accurate. That
So basically, he didn't lie about nothing. He told the truth. But I think Corey should kind of just fall back like a small bat and come back like an animal attack out there. You know what I'm saying?
the lawyer spoke to Corey, and Corey said, okay. And also, I want to point out that an attorney, if you have an attorney, is not going to reach out directly to you. If an attorney wants to talk to you and he knows that you have a counselor, he's going to speak to your counselor, because honestly, attorneys are so crafty in arguing. They're so crafty in making a message that it's unfair. You actually verbally can't defend yourself against them. I've seen many people try to debate this man here, and they've just got turned into circles. I mean, I've seen Destiny have a small debate with him and just get eviscerated. I've seen people try to debate him on divorce law. He's very pro-male. He's very pro-man. He's very on the men's side with it. But reach out to Corey Holcomb. I know enough attorneys, I know enough professionals that the professional thing to do if somebody has a counselor is to reach out to their counselor and not try to reach out to them. At the very least, if he was going to talk to Corey Holcomb on his stream and with something this sensitive, this tracks. I mean, I have to say, this tracks.
That means he checked with you, checked with Corey, and now he's cleared to speak with me. So now, Corey, who is the liar? It's either you or it's either your attorney. This is why I didn't say anything, because I didn't want to embarrass to go and show DMs. Your attorney right here in black and white is saying that you gave me permission to talk to him. He can be on my show. I can interview him, and you were the only person that can give him that permission. This is what it says in black and white, but what are you going on your show and saying?
I did not give him permission.
It's like this motherfucker. They bro, you ain't got nothing better to do, bro. Go play with. Yeah, I ain't gonna say that, but yeah, go find you something to play with, bro.
Talk to my attorney about nothing, and he said I did, and I believe he saw that and knows that to be true, which is why he isn't going all out his way to act like Corey Holcomb is not the man that he say he is.
And also, Corey, you got to realize that the lead has. A lot of people are gonna. Just to jump out the window like this, and I never gave him any permission, knowing that you gave him permission.
He got text proof. He showed the text. So
being a bold-faced liar
can't
is
be
crazy
lying.
to an attorney because we all know attorneys document everything. Everyone's smart enough to know that. And I'm not going to believe that this man been in show business this long, dealt with this many attorneys, to do this many contracts, to be on this many shows, and to know that. Most likely, when the lead to be on this many shows, and to know that. Most likely, when the lead attorney talked to his attorney and came back and backed out of it.
That's what I believe. I believe he has some type.
What's up? What's
You
up?
don't give nobody permission to do nothing? Is that
So my brother Ewald, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. We got some of the gorilla gang in here, man. Some real man. I'm so sick of looking at the chat. They got all these
what
goofies
you
in the
just
chat.
said?
What's up,
Here,
brother
the
Ewald?
attorney that you chose, the attorney that
What's
you
up?
brought
What's
on
up?
your show, the attorney that you were praising, the attorney that you were glazing
Come on
is
now,
saying something
base.
completely
Little
different.
petty
Your
here,
attorney is
Little
saying
petty
that
here.
he checked
87
with
base.
you, Corey, and that he's clear to speak with me. And let me tell you, Corey, it doesn't stop there. Once he said that you had given him permission to speak with me, then we started organizing.
We want to hear that ice cream truck beat. Hold on.
You are watching a master at work.
Hey, I call Belly Gang and tell him we got a hit for him. We got a hit for
A
him.
date and time. If we scroll down here, you can see that he says, your attorney, that the earliest time that we can record or prepare to record would be Friday. That Friday, anytime after 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And
So, I mean, obviously, there's an issue on Corey's side. I mean, if you're just being straight up and down, if you're just calling balls and strikes, if you're just being honest. And listen, I'm a huge 5150 fan. The Tip Network has been supporting 5150 a lot of years. I started watching it in 2015. I've seen every iteration of the team since 2005 for the league, whatever the situation is. Then it was Zoe and it was Freeze Love was on there. And then I remember when Zoe left and it was Freeze Love and there was Freeze Love and I think Marcus was there, or I believe it was Freeze Love and Craig. It was just a bunch of people. Ryan Davis was there for a second. Black Ron was there. There's been about 15 iterations of just different co-hosts, and the only body who's been constant is
Dope, bro. I can't play no. I can only play my music. I play one of my tracks. I can't play nobody else stuff. Play one of my shits. Hold on. I'll play you one of my songs. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Let me see what I can play, Oh, I play one of my little joints. I got this on YouTube though, but let me see. Hold on. I'll play a beat until I can find this damn song. Let me see. They're like some boom bap right here, like. Oh, let me play a little faster. Call Call J. Cole, tell him we got one for him, buddy. Call J. Cole, call Griselda, tell him we got him one. We got him one ready. I'm talking about hot off the motherfucking press, nigga. We ready for your ass. Hold on, let me see. Shit, 12, 22. I'm trying to figure out which legend I'm finna play. Hold on. I think this. Okay, hold on, y'all. This song old. I made this shit a long time ago. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me a damn gaming computer. So I brought it in singing and shit, and then I started rapping and shit. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. See if it's gonna play. Where y'all tapping in from, man? I'll play the video until this shit starts. Where y'all tapping in from? City, state, Providence, country, sovereign entity.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big supporter, and I don't want to see the show go away. I don't want to see the man's downfall. I've seen him live before. You know, I'm a big supporter of the lead attorney. I mean, the lead attorney is one of the most solid folks I've dealt with. He's very giving with his time when he does it. He's giving with his time to other content creators, and I've never known of him, not to be honest, but you got the receipt right here, my G. And the receipt right here not only says that your attorney cleared it with him, but your attorney is setting up a date with him. So what is this man supposed to think? He's supposed to think that that your attorney
Weight loss by Hims offers access to a variety of options for weight loss, like access to compounded GLP-1 injections, or injection-free options, like oral medication kits. Simple, all-in price.
I think this is like the first one I made. I made like a lot of beats online, like the ones you hear now. I made all these online, but this like this beat right here crazy, like. That bit, I'm talking about the 808, but I love 808. I'm talking about that 808 hit so motherfucking hard, bro. God damn. Yeah, I made that bit right online. I made that bitch online, nigga.
paying spoke to you, and then after the person you're paying to represent you came and started setting up a time for an interview and giving them specifics of it. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. And I at this point that somebody on your side either miscommunicated or is not telling the truth. But
I can get this shit to play. That shit ain't crazy, man. I don't know. It might be because I got my I got FL Studio open, so I don't know. I'm trying to play it. It ain't acting like it don't want to play.
the lead is telling the truth here. Not only is he telling the truth, but he's vindicated.
Anytime this weekend with evenings preferred. Oh yeah, we were getting a date and time for an interview that's supposed to be. You never gave permission.
All right, that's my song. That's me singing and rapping. 7 years. Hey, I'm talking superstition. If you broken glass, look strange missing. I got 25 keys, I can add a wishes. I go hard every time like a six hot young black, I'm still gifted. I'm running through your cities with the gears shifting. See like red in the metal, boy, I get lifted. Real recognize real, I was born different. I be beating up the track till they get missing. Even spit a hard flow on the intermission. Late night city lights and the crew whipping. Better days with fucking with a they don't know that they're
lying about an interview email address, and he gives me his cell phone number. Now, I of course have redacted it all out, but he gives me every way to communicate him to coordinate this interview. After he gives me his law firm address, Corey, I hit him up, I email him. What do I say? Let's check it out. This is the email that I sent to your attorney, Corey, and you will see that the heading for the email in the subject line is interview.
So basically, Corey just lied. Corey Holcomb just lied about all the shit. Atlanta has nobody to blame. Yeah, O'Shea be rocking with this shit, bro. Rochelle. Yeah, but that motherfucker, that beat done. I'm gonna put a little more heat behind that bitch. That bitch nasty. That bitch is nasty. That bitch is nasty.
I say, Derek, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to follow up. Thank you for being willing to being interviewed.
I'm not gonna lie, these are some substantial receipts. This is substantiating everything that he said. I can also tell you, I can tell by the structure, the tenor of his voice. I haven't seen him this charged up since like Tasha K. Since Tasha K accused him of some things, and him and Tasha K went at it. So I'll tell you this: sometimes you have to just sit back and realize that you're not right. And I've seen Corey say he's not right before. I've seen him take accountability. I mean, like a lot of people don't think the man will, but
I don't know. Hey, so whoever in here, what would y'all call this beat right here? I call it EMC. EMC. It stands for early morning conversation, because I made this bitch early in the morning. Anybody, hey, y'all coming in and dropping back out.
Yes, he'll just say,
tell me what y'all think I should call this beat. Hey, I give that beat a name, I might give y'all a portion of the proceeds when I sell that motherfucker.
I was wrong about this situation, and it doesn't take a lot to say it. I'm not, and you know what? I want to look at the folks out there and let you know something. As human beings, you get stuff wrong. It doesn't mean that you're a useless person. You have to stand on it when you get it wrong, and the way you stand on it is by saying, I was wrong. I mean, I've been on this earth 52 years. Corey's been on the earth longer than me. We've all been wrong a bunch of times. So this is a situation where with these receipts, I just can't see how anybody interpreting it any other way except that.
I'm sipping on some of that cognac, some of that yak.
lead attorney reached out to Corey Holcomb's attorney, as he should, because he's an attorney. And if you have Corey Holcomb's permission, and whatever went wrong on your side, whatever went wrong on the side over there with the 5150 side, really doesn't have nothing to do with the lead attorney. And the vitriol and the disrespect he got was just.
Yeah, I learned from a man that lived like 90-some years old. This man damn near was 100 years old. He said the secret to long life is some good yak, my nigga. Good yak.
It was wrong. It was just wrong for him to get it.
Mentioned in my Instagram message.
That white shit be fucking me up. I be woke up in jail fucking around with some white. Yeah, we going back to I got a bottle of Mikau and Remy, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a good little mix. That Mikau shit, I heard that shit good. I ain't never had that. I had the Remy though. O'Shea Duke Jackson video.
I want to sue my landlord, but I don't know where to start. What documents do I need to legally start a business?
I want y'all. So listen, I want y'all to help me name some of my beats. I'm gonna play some of my beats for y'all, and I need y'all to help me name the beat. Listen to it. This is a segment, our new segment. Name the beat. I'm gonna play that bit. What you think I should call this one? Cause I got a good, different answer on one of my first beats I was playing on here. It says, yeah, but to say, damn. That shit sound like a tribal war beat or some shit. That shit sound like the Art of War Part 3000 or some shit.
Gotta melt the ice. Melt the ice.
Set it off. Bro said set it off.
ICE has been
Set it
in
off.
and out
That's
of
tight.
the Atlanta metro area.
Set it off.
Every since
Damn, that's hard. I like that.
They came back.
Okay,
at the end of
okay.
January, and they were all over the metropolitan.
Hey, y'all put your hand together for the man with the good answer. Put your hands together, goddammit. Hey, buddy, goddamn, bro. That's a great answer, bro. I ain't lying. That shit, hey, that's funny. This called set it out. Okay, cool. I can actually do that. Atlanta has nobody to blame for this. Okay, so it look like they done sent, because I ain't seen none of these folks down here. Look like they sent the what they call it, the National Guard down here and all that kind of bullshit. Y'all already know what's going on with that.
It's an area, and people started to be concerned, but not everybody.
There's been a picture circulating that ICE is bringing more.
Just said that be $9.99 for the
came to
day.
the right place to get
What up?
because we ain't scared of no
That's
ice.
funny,
100
bro.
degrees in Atlanta. We melt ice. That's around in Atlanta. Them trucks will have a boot on it before an ICE agent even get to step foot in one.
Woo! The most concerning situation that I've seen around the country is students doing walkouts to protest ICE officers. Meaning that, obviously they're refusing to go to class, they're coming out of class, and this is their way of protesting. I've seen such protests happening in Stockton, California. And the last place that I've seen this happen, at least in the Georgia, or in the state of Georgia.
I ain't trying to be funny, but your name, Baymont, you sound like you might be kin to Livingston Allenworth. I should be the last one picking that names because I'm the only person in the world with my name, big dog. So
was in Stone Mountain High School.
Oh, you want to play another beat?
Stone Mountain High School.
Let me see. Man, you just trying to rack up some money for the goddamn good names you giving me. Hold on. Let me see. I gotta see, hold on. I got so many in this motherfucker. Oh, I play the free spirit shit. Let me see. Let me play the free spirit shit. start up. I'm getting a little static. Hold on. I'll put a little funk on it. That shit like underwater type shit. Like. Yep. Yep. Let's see what's going on with this damn
protested ICE, and there was a brother there. I don't know how old he was. I don't know why the hell he was at the high school, but he was out there, you know, asking so many students, and the majority of them were black, why they are protesting ICE.
So I'm here at Stone Mountain High School, and what's the purpose of y'all walking out of school?
Appreciate it, bro.
We're walking out of school for a cause. We want to end the ICE inception into Stone Mountain, to Georgia State in general. We are tired of what is happening all around the country. We do not want ICE to be
I got some rock and roll shit.
Because our people are...
I got like some rock and roll. This is the rock and roll shit. Hold on. Nah, this like straight pianos right here. Like. Disney World beats out here, nigga. I got shit from Disney World out here, my nigga. So I got all kind of shit. I got shit, man. Piano going for days, nigga. It's a water on my wrist. I'm the man. Reminiscing for my family. OMF, call that bitch OMF. On my family. It said why you did. Man, come on, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't come on my don't do that, bro. Don't come on my shit with that shit, bro. The fuck out my motherfucking chat with that goofy shit, nigga. Don't play with me like that. I got 2 daughters, nigga. Don't come in here with that goofy ass shit, nigga. For y'all. Got some shit, bro. I got one right here, boy. That motherfucker so hard.
Our citizens too.
Why is it important that y'all do something like this?
Bro, this
because people speak up for the people who don't have a voice to speak.
If you had something to say to ICE, what would you tell them?
If
you had something to say to ICE, what would you tell them?
Man, we come down for y'all.
Damn.
Oh my God.
She done fucked the interview up. This girl said we coming down for y'all. Bop, bop. Then she did it. She said bop, bop. Stop it. But them kids. Damn. See, this on the east side. This ain't it's like right around Atlanta. This like Stone Mountain type shit. Like I used to live in Stone Mountain.
It does.
It ain't in Fulton County. It's really in DeKalb County. But they still call all this shit Atlanta.
You had something to say to ICE, what would you tell them?
Oh no, Mom. I'm gonna watch this, but if she do, block her. But I just want to say
I y'all lame the hell on, bro. Like, why would y'all take my friends, bro? That's weird.
Woo!
Bro, now.
Now, this is very interesting to me because these are young people and they have some of their friends possibly that are getting taken away from.
Nah, they kids, bro. So them little kids gonna say what the fuck they want to say, bro. Like they not. You can't stop them kids, bro. That's one thing. You can't stop a kid from saying shit. A crazy motherfucker and a drunk motherfucker, because they gonna speak their mind, bro.
Know them on a human level. You know, when you're 15, 16, and 17 years old, you don't look at somebody that's, maybe Hispanic after high school or Asian after high school, as being illegal. You only know them because you have a relationship with them. But then this is interesting because a lot of those kids were cursing, they were saying F ICE, and so the question was, what is wrong with the parents? And then here is the first problem.
If you walked up to most of these kids and asked them what does ICE stand for, they couldn't even tell you. They don't even know what ICE stands for. They don't understand the complexities of why a nation.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one, y'all. Hold on. Oh yeah, I put my tags and everything in this one. Check this one out, y'all. Trigger ranking. That nigga said trigger. I thought I was goddamn in Jamaica or something. I thought I was a motherfucking Jamaica. That motherfucker said. That nigga said trigger. Oh, wait, I'm playing it one more time. Cut that shit down. That shit was.
Eagle Sky, the Karma Cafe, Exodus 1. Trigger ranking. Trigger. Eagle Sky.
Oh, that's a. I ain't played the old. Which one this one is? Bro, I got so much shit on that. This one right here, I can see Eminem on this beat right here. I'll play this motherfucker. I can see Eminem and D12 on this track. Hold on. I'm gonna cut out just a little bit. I don't want to, cause I had a lot of bass in my shit, y'all. I got neighbors. That shit going crazy. That shit right there going crazy too. I got beats.
Has immigration laws. You know why? Because they haven't paid that. They don't have to pay any bills. They don't have to compete for rent prices. They don't have to against illegals. They don't have to compete against jobs for illegal immigrants at this point of their life.
He's right, you know.
Now, shout out to the brother, Reverend Jordan Wells. He's a content creator on the right. And he said, listen, these young kids don't really know about what's going on with ICE, what ICE really is. You know, they're not paying any bills. And this is important because they are defending a group of people, and the parents should know better. The parents are allowing it, or the parents are okay with it. Look at the numbers. It was astonishing, right?
cut it out, bro. Cut that goofy ass shit out, dog. Like, you sound like a goofy in the chat right now, nigga. Get your goofy ass out of the motherfucking chat, nigga. Goofy ass, nigga. This more so like some smooth rock type shit with 808s behind it. I know, right? Smooth shit, like some, you know what I'm saying? Like it's smooth with the guitars and shit, but you know, I had to put the 808s in that motherfucker to make that shit pop, nigga, with the hell of a snare clapping in that motherfucker. So y'all know how, y'all see how I do it. It's I don't know, it's somebody that keep coming in on some I don't know what you want, bro, but yeah. Bro, you gotta chill, bro. It's the chill, dog. You gotta fall back, bro. I don't know what you got going on, bro. You good, bro? You all right? What's up? What up? Hey, man, I'm good. All right, I'm glad about your surgery, man. Hey, everybody put their hand together for OGLL. Y'all pray for him. Is great recovery and everything from this surgery. Y'all put your hand together. OGLL. That's one of the Gorilla Game members, y'all. He been rocking with me. He produced too. I know he be here on these beats all day long. I've been playing beats all day, man. I've been playing beats all day, bro. Let me see what this one. I got so many beats, but like, y'all don't want me to take y'all in the bedroom. It's really gonna get ugly. Damn. That's how that's typically how the bullshit goes. 4 hours for a 15-minute surgery. Wow. That's how we do. We here like some Indians hopping up and down. We like the Indians. We the original people from America, big dog.
Math proficiency at the state level, 11%. Reading proficiency, 24%. Rate, 76%. These kids can barely read or do basic math, right? But
hey, you might need to try to find that sound or create that sound and put that to the intro or outro of a beat. When the beat going off, like you hear the shit fall, the rain falling, hitting the fan, like it gotta be hard, bro. Throw that in there, bro. Gave you a piece of idea.
Not only are
you a piece of an idea, big dog. Oh yeah, somebody named one of the beats, man. They named the beat. Just the beat they named, dog. that 808. But that shit, but that shit kicking motherfuckers ass, bro. You gotta come on that beat.
Georgia.
It said the sound of West Ray is hard to create.
Most likely at this level won't matriculate to college. Now some of us did. I mean, my test scores wasn't the best coming out of high school, but you know, thankfully we had the
Man, let me cut this shit down. I've been trying to play these beats for y'all. My soundboard be on a certain level because I won't play them too loud. But
some of them may matriculate toward the community college system. Most
you like it? Okay, appreciate it.
The community college system, only about 15% of all people from community college go on to four-year universities, right? And so that's important. High school education and high school development means everything for the most part to the college level. But also, if your grades are not good and you're Black and you're in Atlanta.
You want to make money from social media but don't want to show your face? With simplified text video, you can
I didn't say some content.
Let me show you how it works. Just choose
what
your
is it
video
called?
size,
Simplified
language,
captions.
AI voice, and then simply type in what you need your video to be about.
I didn't say it because I want to be able to get
and
on
you're
it.
Protesting ICE. Who is going to be your replacement? The immigrants you're protesting for. Woo! See, this is what these young kids don't understand. In almost every
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Irrahman Ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladhina an'amta 'alayhim ghayril maghdubi 'alayhim waladdallin. Amen.
This is a place where you're in a democratic situation, or you have democratic politics that are heavily leaning towards the left, and you have these young kids protesting on behalf of ICE. What these young kids don't know is that their lack of performance in these high schools means that they will be replaced by the same immigrants that they are now defending. And this was prophesized in 1995 by guess who?
We anticipate, by the same token, about 86 million Hispanics coming into the United States and about 41 million Asians by that point in time, which is going to kick Black folk out of being the minority in the society, down to minority. We've been number 2 in the society for 400 years as a group. We're going to become number 4. And if we have not gotten anything after being number 2 for 400 years, you guess what's going to happen.
If I'm not mistaken, y'all, don't get me the line. I think that's Dr. Claude Anderson. I think. Now, just don't get me the line, but I think this is Claude Anderson. I think so. I don't know for sure now.
4. Because at that point in time, all the new groups coming into America, they're coming in higher than we are, because this country operates off of a preferential acceptance program, which means that groups are coming in based on skin color. They're going from the lightest down to the darkest. Light, yellow, brown, black. And that's what our immigration laws are based on. And Black folk would not be able to penetrate through those groups to get to the white society when that happens, because those groups owe us nothing. They don't understand our problems, and they're competitive with us, and we don't begin to be a little more aggressive about being in a competitive posture, they're going to eat our lunches.
Dr. Claude Anderson is a prophet. 31 years ago, he prophesied that what we're seeing now will come into fruition.
So
he said it.
He said it.
Dr. Claude Anderson.
Dr. Claude Anderson.
31 years ago, he prophesied that what we're seeing now will come into fruition. He said it. He called it, right? And he says that these Hispanics and Asians, and we did see a Hispanic person, they're going to kick Black people out of being the majority down to the minority. He said, listen, if we were number 2 in population in this country, right, we were the number 1 minority, well, what happens when you go down to number 4? If you haven't gotten anything for being number 2, you guess what's going to happen when you become number 4.
So they're going to eat your lunch. They're going to eat your motherfucking lunch. What they said.
And then what happens is these new groups come to America. They come in higher because this country operates off a preferential acceptance program, basically based on skin color. So if you're white, European, if you're yellow, you're brown or Black, all right? And these immigration laws typically are based on that. And so what happens is these people that you're protesting for they can stay F ICE, they do not understand your problems. Okay? And that is so true. And I hope people understand this, because I can tell you now that I understand it being a foreigner. When I'm living in...
But I see it like, I kind of see what he's saying, like all these little black kids, and that's cool that you know, they want to stand behind something and they feel like, you know what I'm saying, but I just think that them going against ICE, that's not a smart, intelligent, or a safe move to want to go against ICE, bro. Like, just stay your ass in the house and stay out of the way. But I don't see one Spanish kid in this. All I see is black faces.
Uganda are spending the 2 months in Kenya. When somebody talks to me about their problems, I can, let's say, humanly empathize about maybe not having money to pay a bill, right? But I could not empathize about all of their problems. I had a friend that passed not so long ago, and you know, and it was crazy. It was the same thing with Kim the Comic when he passed, and the way the ceremonies went, the way the families got together, the way that the women wailed when the body came into the room. These were things and customs I could not understand, right? If that person was African American, it would have been much easier for me to grieve for them, because I could understand the community. But because I was so devoid of what was happening in Uganda, a part of it, what I would have felt for a person in my own community, it was hard for me to tap into that same level of pain, because it's impossible for me to understand problems here. Even though I've been living here, I could never understand how they've grown up, how they see the world. For me, I just don't get all of it, and I can never get it, right? And at the same time, if you're living in Uganda or if you're living in Kenya, you are competing with them. As any foreigner is going to compete, if you're out there in the market and you're doing anything, you know, you're investing in the economy, whatever you're doing, you are competing with them. You did. It can't understand what redlining.
Get up in the morning before you talk to anybody. Before you say good morning or anything to anybody, you need to speak to God. If you don't beat your mind, I said, if you don't get ahead of your mind, your mind gonna tell you.
They can't understand that, but if they can get a lift off of your back and you come in to defend them, then once they get a heads up over you, they don't remember that you tried to help them. They will come back and start talking about you. They will call you names. They will call you lazy, so you don't take the opportunities. And so now when these young kids become adults and their bosses are all of these people, and are even better yet, when they own the companies and they won't even hire you, then all of a sudden you will cry about racism. All of a sudden you'll cry about hashtag FBA and all of these other things, but it will be too late. And all of this is because, well, you know what? We hate Donald Trump and we hate the people on the right and all that, and I get that all the time. But these people in Atlanta, these young people, they're on their way to being replaced based on their test scores. It's one of the most worst performing schools in test scores probably in the Atlanta metro area.
Damn.
And now the parents most likely see this, and this is how they raise their kids, and they think that ICE is F the police and all of that, and they have no idea what is down the line. And it is just crazy, it's insane. And again, a lot of people don't understand until it's too late. You know, when I was coming up, when I was in high school, I had a Nigerian friend. And I didn't know he was Nigerian. I just know he had a different last name. The last name was different from mine. But what I noticed is as we got older, he became more of his community. Right? When you're young, you know, like, you're not really thinking about, you're having fun, you know. It's just like when you see young kids, for example, there's, you know, where I live, you see Indians, Ugandan kids playing together because they're kids. They don't know anything about what's different and all that. They're just having fun. Same thing probably, you know, in high school. Now, once that person becomes 18, 20, 22, and that person has to decide to start getting married, that person has to decide to continue on the family business, continue on the family customs,
Hey, we gotta take a little small commercial break. So y'all know I be selling beats. So
Invest in yourself and lease or purchase the exclusive today.
alright, they're one of my beats. Y'all can buy one of these beats if y'all need. It's the ice cream truck beat, you know what I'm saying? Ice cream truck, that's what we doing out here. Yeah, this the ice cream truck beat. Y'all wanna buy it? Y'all wanna lease this motherfucker the day you can? I can send it to you right now. I can send it to you right now if you need it.
Understand why that decision is being made, you know? And again, this is something that you're gonna have to look out for. Black people gonna have to start just not being silly, not being dumb, and understand that, like, if your kids can't read or write and do math, if your kid is not on the pathway to community college, if your kid is not on the pathway to college education, even albeit in the AI age, these immigrants, their kids are going to be on the pathway more than you. Their parents are going to push education more. So their kids are going to be over you, all right? They're going to own the businesses. They're going to own the companies. Your kids will not be a part of that, all right? And they're going to exclude your kids out. They will move away. The same people that was cool with you in Stone Mountain, once they start getting better, they're going to move away. They're going to despise you. Okay, it happens all the time. It happens in our community for the most part. And I'm not going to say everybody will despise you, but they will not work with you because you won't have nothing to offer them. So, again, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it.
Disrespect. J. Cole disrespect Cameron and respond to his lawsuit in court. So let's see what they're talking about, y'all. Y'all check out Chig Schmood. Chig Schmood.
YouTube, chicks. Get ready. I find, I like Chick Smooth. Chick Smooth is somebody I really enjoy listening to on YouTube because Chick just got an intellectual curiosity about things.
No. Enough is enough, you guys. I'm tired of these younger artists constantly disrespecting our legends. Jermaine Lamar Cole, we need you to come to the front of the congregation. This response is extremely nasty from you. Now, first off, I got beef with some of you guys that told me last week, Chigs, this is all a play from Cameron and J. Cole. This is a rollout for his album. Last week, after Cameron basically came out and told the full story, the full detail on what exactly happened and the reason why he filed a lawsuit against J. Cole.
J. Cole are cool or was cool. This is exactly what happens. Being a man is keeping your word. And I know everybody's busy and everybody has things to do. But if I give you my word 4 or 5 times, I got to do it. So on his first project he did, I did an intro for him. I did the record for him for his intro. I told him I may need a verse whenever I get a project done. He said, cool. He had another project. I did a record in 20 minutes. I knocked that shit out and went off about my business. I need a verse. I'm exaggerating. It's like the shock ray right now. And, the moon got aligned with the stars. And, when I write, I put my all into it. Okay, let's put your all into it then. You know what I'm saying? You called me twice to do something, and I did it. One day you have 48 hours to do it. Then I knocked the other thing out as soon as I came to New York, because you didn't want to send me a record, you want to be in the studio with me. I knocked it out. Cool, you don't give me the record. Then I said, you know what, forget the record. Let's do an interview. Bet I got you. I got all the texts. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, you can't keep telling me this, because now when I'm big, I said, listen, I need your word, bro. You done gave me your word 3, 4 times. I need your word. When are you going to do this interview? Yo, we not pushing it back. I promise you, we not pushing back. June. We back that full year, back to June. I said, are you sure? I don't care about if the album comes out, not coming out, beef, something. Are you sure? Yeah, you got my word. Bet. Now I'm starting to do all these
other shows I got going on, deals I got lined up on the table, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm out polying deals. And like I said, that's why I say don't count no money till it's in your pocket, which it didn't matter.
Exactly.
Anyway. But when I'm polying these deals, J. Cole doesn't do a lot of interviews. I'm saying I'm going to have a J. Cole interview for you in June. They're like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, nah, I'm dead serious. I'm like, when I'm working out deals for all my other shows, get the fuck out of here. I bet. Cool. Now I'm polying deals off of what you told me, which, you shouldn't do that anyway. That's not a tangible business. But if I did 2 favors for you, then you gave me your word 4 times, I'm assuming on the 5th time, you got it. And that's way past due. You said rain, sleep, snow, this time you dead serious. June come, and then I say, yo, what's up? He say, yo, bro, I'm gonna have to keep it real with you. I can't do it. I don't know when the album will be done. And I say, I can't promise you a date, but I can do the date. I don't want to keep telling you I'm gonna do it and don't do it, this, that, and the third. So I'm gonna just have to say I'm gonna have to pass for that.
Some people thought J. Cole would end up interviewing with Cameron on his platform. It got to a point where you guys made me a believer. You guys convinced me that this was all part of their plan. Well, turns out y'all were fucking wrong. This Cameron lawsuit against J. Cole is heating up and fast. Now, while J. Cole is in Washington, D.C., meeting up with fans, letting fans rap for him, riding around in his old Civic, the man and his lawyers are getting disrespectful with Cameron in court. They finally responded to Cameron's lawsuit against J. Cole, and according to J. Cole and his lawyer, Cameron was happy to appear in J. Cole's song because it helped his career. That's right, you guys. J. Cole is treating Cameron like a fanboy. Today in court, J. Cole blasted Cameron for going to court to publicly disparage him. J. Cole said that Cameron not only encouraged it, but he also blessed them to use his performance because it was going to benefit his career. Now, we also get more information about this handshake agreement they had. J. Cole is claiming that it was only after the song Ready 24 dropped that Cameron started demanding unreasonable conditions that was never agreed to by J. Cole, or an excessive fee inconsistent with industry standards for feature performance. J. Cole and his lawyers claim that no such promise was ever made to Cameron, either about a single in return or a podcast feature. However, J. Cole confirmed that Cameron did ask him to come on his podcast, and this is where the legal terms come into play here, you guys. According to J. Cole, they discussed the possibility of coming on Cameron's podcast, but no commitment was ever made by J. Cole to do so, nor was there any agreement or condition related to the song Ready 24 to do so. J. Cole and his attorney claimed that Cameron appeared on the song voluntarily and without condition, and that he never raised any objections prior to its commercial release. And to add more disrespect, they said Cameron is not and never was a joint co-owner of the song, aka about the possibility of me returning a favor, but because I did not promise it to you and it was more of a handshake kind of deal, brother, I am not obligated to do shit for you. Kind of scummy, you guys, kind of scummy. Now, as you guys can see here, this is the actual filing document in court. Defendants praying for relief. Wherefore, defendants Cole Ward Inc. and Jermaine Lamar Cole respectfully request that the court enters judgments in favor and against plaintiff as follows. Denying all relief sought by Cameron in the complaint. Dismissing the complaint in its entirety with prejudice. Declaring that plaintiff has...
I don't know. I guess if they didn't have anything in black and white, it might be kind of an uphill battle for Cameron.
No ownership interest in the sound recording entitled Ready 24. Declaring that plaintiff is not entitled to an accounting or any other equitable relief. Denying plaintiff's request for attorney fees and costs. Awarding defendants their costs and awarding attorney fees to defendants to the extent permitted by law, and granting such other and further relief as the court may deem just and proper. So these are all the requests made by J. Cole and his lawyer to the judge. They want everything tossed out, and on top of that, they want to stick Cameron with the lawyer fees. Looks like we're just going to have to see how this one plays out. From what it looks like, it's looking very nasty on J. Cole's end. Yes, this is the music business. Yes, you should always watch your back. You should always make sure you're protected legally. But I'm sure if you're Cameron, when you were locked into the studio with J. Cole, you would never think J. Cole will put some shit like this.
You know what I mean? Cold world killer. You feel me? Know what it is, man. That time. Almost time.
Especially with his good guy reputation, you would think he would eventually return the favor for you. And let's be honest, that record Ready 24 did absolutely nothing for Cameron's career. The man was already doing great podcasting. Very, very unfortunate situation. You guys get in a
Yeah, I hope they can get that together, y'all. See what the hell going on. What? Damn. What? What? Oh, damn. They say Atlanta Falcon players want out after Kevin Stefanski caught lying. Damn, that might be something I want to see. This the Vallejo. We did this one before, y'all. We did the Vallejo before. Hold on one second. I want to see what this is about, though, because that video is over with. Let me see. The Vallejo, that's what we reacting to.
Are you studying for the ATITs exam? Well, you're probably stressing out all the anatomy and the physiology on the exam.
Shadur's rising. Stefanski's reputation is crumbling. But what happens next in Atlanta? The NFL is watching closely.
On the National Football League, bro. Last year when things was transpiring, everybody synced it. You could not cut on your TV and not see Kevin Stefanski's sabotaging Shador. It was making New York Post, ABC News, NBC, ESPN, social media, you name it, everybody and their mama was talking about the buffoonery Kevin Sanders. Well, it looked like that.
I'd have had enough of this dude, Kevin Stefanski, lying.
I mean, he got down here in Atlanta with us now. We gonna see. We gotta see what the haircut. Shit, damn near the whole Atlanta faculty, black folk.
Saw what you did with Shador Sanders. You know, this man got the job with the Atlanta Falcons, and he's still getting pressed about the treatment and the sabotage of Shador Sanders. He got pressed so bad, he started foaming at the mouth, just blabbling, saying a bunch of nothing and a bunch of lies.
It's not my number one choice, Carl. We'll see where this goes. Now, we've had retreads or guys get a second opportunity and have great success in this league, you know, from Bill Belichick to Andy Reid. But Stefanski is going to be a hard sell to some of the fan base.
Yeah, Danny, where you at on this, man?
You know, to you guys' point, when I just posted, like, hey, we got a new head coach, you know, Stefanski it is, on some of my social feeds, you know, to Mike's point, man, a lot of lukewarmness about this hire.
Kevin Stefanski thought he could escape what he did to Shador Sanders in Cleveland, but karma is hitting fast in Atlanta. Reports are coming out that Falcons players are already trying to find their way out after work.
I wish we would have got Mike Tomlin. Yeah, I wish we would have got Mike.
Spread about how Stefanski lied and sabotaged Shador last season. Kyle Pitts might be gone. David Njoku is being recruited away from Cleveland. And here's the crazy part. Players around the league remember what happened. They saw the sabotage on national television. They watched Stefanski destroy a rookie's confidence for no reason. And now that he's in Atlanta,
he didn't destroy nothing when it came to Shador. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know where you got that one from, big dog. He didn't destroy nothing. He just will say he threw a what they call it, a monkey wrench into his plans. But get what they say, one monkey don't stop no shit. Let's get it.
Nobody wants to play for him. What just leaked about the exodus happening in Atlanta is proof that what you do to one player, the entire league is watching. Stefanski's reputation is cooked, and it all traces back to Shador Sanders.
Sports is starting to come out of Atlanta that certain players is not feeling Kevin Stefanski. We just seen players speak openly about this. We just seen players speak behind the scenes. Now I'm hearing that it's finna affect the roster for the 2026 season. Now, David Njoku, former Browns tight end, could be connected to some of this drama that is coming out of Atlanta. Now, we know he took to Instagram a few days ago.
So what do you want to hear, or what do you need to hear from Kevin Stefanski in tomorrow's press conference?
I definitely want to hear him address the Shedeur situation and the Gabriel situation. I want to, it's a lot of interpretation that he did not like Shedeur, that he purposely benched Shedeur.
Yo, let me tell you something wild that's happening right now in Atlanta, and it connects directly back to what Kevin Stefanski did to Shedeur Sanders in Cleveland. And if you think this is just another coincidence, you're not paying attention. So here's the situation. Kevin Stefanski just got hired by the Atlanta Falcons, right? New head coach, fresh start, all that. You'd think players would be excited. You'd think guys would be ready to run through a wall for their new coach. But that's not what's happening. Not even close. Reports are already coming out, and we're talking before the season even starts, that Atlanta...
This might be bad all the way. This might be on some shit. Man, Atlanta can't never catch a motherfucking break, bro. We had one of the best. We had one of the best championship quarterbacks to ever play, but we let him go before he even Brett Favre. Shit crazy, man.
Falcons players are looking for the exit. Kyle Pitts, their star tight end who they drafted in the first round, might be gone. Players are speaking behind the scenes, saying they're not feeling Stefanski. The locker room energy is already off, and the man hasn't even coached a single game yet. Now you might be asking yourself, what does this have to do with Shedeur Sanders? Everything. Because here's what nobody in the mainstream media wants to talk about. Player tight end who they drafted in the first round might be gone. Players are speaking behind the scenes, saying they're not feeling Stefanski. The locker room energy is already off, and the man hasn't even coached a single game yet. Now you might be asking yourself, what does this have to do with Shedeur Sanders? Everything. Because here's what nobody in the mainstream media wants to talk about. Players around the league remember what Kevin Stefanski did to Shedeur last season in Cleveland. Let me paint the picture for you.
Yeah, you can't be some bull crap and then expect somebody to just deal with your bullshit. Like, if you some bullshit, you some bullshit. Like, that's, easy come, easy go looking ass.
Last year, the entire football world watched Stefanski sabotage Shedeur Sanders. And I'm not talking about some subtle coaching disagreements or philosophical differences. I'm talking about blatant.
Bro, they gave this man the wrong wristband in a game. Like, bro, come on now. How you get a quarterback the wrong wristband, bro? And the people playing different plays on the field, bro. Like, that right there, bro, that shit had me upset, bro. That shit had me upset. I was mad about that shit. When they gave Shedeur the wrong armband to call the plays with last year, I was pissed off about that shit. I was like, bro, come on, bro. Like, I ain't heard of no shit like that, bro. Like, that's you hating. You just hating now.
Obvious, in-your-face sabotage that was so bad it made national news. You couldn't turn on ESPN without seeing it. ABC News covered it, NBC covered it, the New York Post ran stories. Social media was on fire. Everybody and their mama was talking about the buffoonery that Stefanski was pulling with Shedeur. It wasn't some inside football thing that only diehard fans noticed. This was mainstream.
Shit, I might have to take y'all with me, man. I don't know. If ain't nobody really coming up here in the next 5-10 minutes,
It's caught up again, busted in a lie. He's getting destroyed online. This is nuts. We got to get into all of it because this is wild. We got to get into Kevin Stefanski being exposed by lying about Shedeur Sanders sabotage once again. And then he tried to make an excuse for playing Dillon Gabriel, who can't stand up tall and see over a box of cookies over Shedeur Sanders, which is the biggest running joke.
And players notice too. Because here's what people don't understand about the NFL. It's a small community. These guys all know each other. They all talk. They all watch what's happening around the league. And when you see a coach treat a rookie the way Stefanski treated Shedeur, that doesn't just disappear. That stays with you. So now Stefanski shows up in Atlanta thinking everything's cool, thinking he can start fresh, and players are already like, nah, we saw what you did. We know who you are. Let's talk about what's actually happening in Atlanta right now. Kyle Pitts is reportedly looking to leave. This is a guy who was one of the most dominant tight ends in college football. First-round pick, generational talent, and he wants out before Stefanski even coaches his first game. Why? Because Pitts knows what happened to Shedeur. He watched it. Every player in the league watched it. And if Stefanski was willing to sabotage a quarterback with Shedeur's talent, with Shedeur's pedigree, with Shedeur's work ethic, what's he going to do to other players? And here's where it gets even more interesting. David Njoku, the tight end from Cleveland who played with Shedeur, just announced he's leaving Cleveland. Now the rumor is that Stefanski might be trying to recruit Njoku to Atlanta because Pitts is gone. But think about that for a second. Njoku was in the building when all this went down. He saw firsthand what Stefanski did to Shedeur. He was in those meetings. He was in that locker room. He watched a rookie quarterback get treated like garbage by a coaching staff that was supposed to develop him. So why would Njoku want to follow Stefanski to Atlanta? Maybe he wouldn't. Maybe Njoku's leaving Cleveland for a completely different reason, and Stefanski's just desperately trying to bring in someone, anyone who might actually want to play for him. Because here's the truth. Stefanski's reputation is destroyed, and it's all because of what he did to Shedeur Sanders. Let me take you back to last season so you understand the full scope of what went down. Shedeur comes into the league as a 5th-round pick, already dealing with disrespect from the draft, already proving doubters wrong. And what does Stefanski do?
And the impact he has on the National Football League, bro. Last year when things was transpiring, everybody synced it. You could not cut on your TV and not see Kevin Stefanski sabotaging Shedeur. It was making New York Post, ABC News, NBC, ESPN, social media, you name it, everybody and their mama was talking about the buffoonery Kevin Stefanski was doing in regards to Shedeur Sanders.
He refuses to give Shedeur first-team reps. He jerks him around with the depth chart. He puts him in situations designed to make him fail. And when Shedeur still performs, when he throws for 300-plus yards, when he leads game-winning drives, when he makes the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Stefanski can't even give him credit. The sabotage was so obvious that even national media members who usually stay neutral were calling it out. Chase Daniel, the former NFL quarterback who does film breakdowns, straight up said the Browns weren't helping Shedeur. He pointed out plays where Shedeur made amazing blocks, showed incredible football IQ, did all the little things right, and nobody talked about it. But when Drake May made the same block, it was on SportsCenter. It was trending on Twitter. It was being called a sign of his leadership and toughness. Same exact play, different treatment. Why? Because Stefanski and the Cleveland media machine had already decided they didn't want Shedeur to succeed. And players around the league saw that. They watched Shedeur get treated unfairly. They watched him handle it with maturity and grace. They watched him still perform at a high level, despite being sabotaged. And they also watched Stefanski's true colors come out. Now he's in Atlanta, and players want nothing to do with him. That's not a coincidence. That's karma. But here's where the story gets even crazier. Back in Cleveland, the Browns are still trying to figure out what to do with the quarterback situation. And instead of just committing to Shedeur, the guy who made the Pro Bowl, the guy who broke rookie records, the guy who sells more jerseys than anyone, they're talking about bringing in competition. Kate Cabot, the Cleveland media person who's been part of the problem from day one, is out here floating names like Garrett Nussmeier, talking about drafting another quarterback in the second.
Hey, I'm coming right back.
Talking about Deshaun Watson potentially competing with Shedeur.
Oh my
God. Are you kidding me right now? Shedeur just proved he belongs. He did it despite terrible coaching.
Hey, I'm coming right back.
Sabotage. He did it despite the media attacking him